Hey everyone, it's me Hannah and welcome back to 7 Days in the USA. So today's video is going to be story time because this week's theme is story time. And I'm going to be telling you guys about the time that I was sexually harassed. Because this is a very interesting story and I wanted to tell it to you guys. No, I was not like physically harassed. It was more talking wise, but it was very rude and it was very bad. To the point where I was talking to school counselors and everything about it. I don't think this boy meant any harm, but I don't think he realized what he was doing, or he just wasn't thinking straight. I don't even know. I am in comfy clothes as of right now because I'm not going to tell a story and stuff. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, to grab your popcorn and your milk and your soda and candy and all that goodies, and let's get started with this story because it's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds to go grab your popcorn, so I'm just gonna sit here. So this story begins when I was in 7th grade. It was about a week before the 7th grade actually, and no, 2 or 3 days before school ended, and I was super duper excited to be out of school. And I was upset because I didn't have a boyfriend, because all my friends had boyfriends at this time, and they were going to go to it's like what we have, it's called the last day of school dance. That's really hard to say. The last day of school dance, and basically they just have a dance, and the last day of school would be like, get out. Like the school doesn't want us, so they throw a dance, and then we get out early of that day. It's like a half day on the last day. So 2 days before the dance, this boy texted me and asked me out. And I know what you're thinking, why did he ask you out over text? That's because it was 10 o'clock at night, and obviously we don't have classes together, we don't even see each other, and he wanted to go to the dance with me. So there was no other way to ask me than over text or call, so don't in any way think that that was rude, because I personally thought it was fine. He was actually my first boyfriend, and I said okay, and he was really nice. He was actually one of my friends at the time, and he was my best friend's brother, and I'm not going to say his real name, but let's just call him Joe. So Joe said, you know, like we were just texting for about an hour or two. It came around midnight, I think, and he texted me and he goes, why did you send I'm not gonna say her sister names, let's just call her Sarah. Why did you send Sarah a picture of your new bathing suit? I said, because I was debating between 2 bathing suits and I needed her opinion for the lake this weekend. He goes, okay, and he didn't think any of it. About 5 or 10 minutes later, he texted me again and said, can I see a picture of you in your bathing suit? And I was like, no. And he was like, well, you showed Sarah. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I sent her a picture of my bathing suit. And he was like, well, can you send me a picture of your bathing suit? And I'm like, no, I'm not allowed to send pictures like that. He goes, how about with your bra on, nothing else? And I was like, okay, no. So I said no, and I told him that if he asked anything else again, then I was just going to not even text him, I'd block him or something. So then about maybe 10-15 minutes later, he's like, okay, you know, didn't even think any of it. And then he texted me and said, how about without your bra? Basically, quote unquote, nude. And I was like, no, no. There's no way I'm sending him a nude picture of me. Like, what the heck? Like, a boy does not ask for that, especially at the age of 13. That's insane. So he asked me that, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? So then I ran out to my mom. Of course, it was like Saturday night, so we were all still having like a family night. So I ran out there, and I was like, Mom, this boy is asking, like, bad pictures for me. And she's like, okay, just tell him no, and then tell him if he doesn't stop, there's going to be consequences. So I did. And then the next day at school, he comes up to me and says, my sister was typing that, and I knew she wasn't, because Sarah doesn't have a phone, because she texts me through her brother's phone. So Sarah didn't, and then she came to me the other day, and she's like, what happened with Joe last night? And I was like, he asked for nude pictures of me and all this crap, and I was like, this is not happening. And I said, please go tell your brother that if he does not leave me alone, that I'm going to break up with him. He did not. He came up to me the last day of school, a couple days later, 1 or 2 days after that night, and he says, you know, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, and then he goes, but can I still see the picture of you in your bathing suit? I'm like, no. What is the point of this? So he goes back into the gym where we were holding the dance, because all schools mostly have them in the gym because they can't afford to have them anywhere else. Yeah. So, sorry, I'm so sick. She goes in there and tells him, leave Hannah alone. Just leave her alone. There's no point in bothering her. You're just making her mad. So 1 or 2 hours later, it's like maybe about half an hour before school lets out, and he doesn't leave me alone. He won't leave me alone until I either accept his apology or make him get what he wants, or I don't even know what. So I, of course, first boyfriend of all, was the worst experience I've ever had with a boyfriend, because he was my first boyfriend. I was like, great, first experience with a boyfriend, and he asked for bad pictures. That's wonderful. So I didn't have the heart to tell him that we were through, so I literally told my best friend, who was, see if I can make this clear where you guys can understand. I told his sister, who was my best friend at the time, to go tell her brother, who was actually asking for the pictures of me, to go break up with him for me, because I couldn't do it myself. I've never had a boyfriend before. I can't just walk up to him and be like, we're through. Like, I'm not that kind of person. I don't have the courage to do that. So she breaks up with him, and then, being the last day of school, I go and spend the night with her because we had already planned for that. And of course her brother would be there because it's their house. So I went to spend the night with her, and I was changing in the bathroom. He walks in there. He didn't see me in it. It's okay. I had the door closed, but he walks into her room, and I was in the bathroom. And when I come out, he was sitting on the bed, and he goes, Hannah, I'm really sorry. Will you please forgive me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. I literally kicked him, and I shut the door because he really made me mad. And then Kayla comes in there, and she punches him because he wouldn't leave me alone, and it was really a bad experience. So that's really all to it. He hasn't talked to me since, and it's been over a year. I recommend that if you have any relationship problems like that, make sure to tell a parent, a guardian, some kind of teacher at school that you can trust, because it's not funny. It's not something to take as a joke. I definitely did not take it as a joke, and I wanted to tell you guys this story because it was a bit more serious, and I know a bunch of people, when they tell stories, are like, funny jokes. Yeah. I wanted this to be more of a serious note joke video, kind of like comedy and serious at the same time. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and that's really all I have to say for you guys. I love you guys so much, and if you guys didn't know, I do have a personal channel. I will link it down below. It is Hannah Nicole 26. I'll put it on the screen right now, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed these kinds of videos. And we upload a new video every single day with a different girl, so make sure to stay tuned every day. If you guys want to see more of us, make sure to click the subscribe button right down there. And that's all I have to say for this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye!